Hello, my fellow nerds. Today is Saturday. The weather was amazing here in Texas, but I didn't get to go outside. If you're new to my podcast, hello. How are you? Thank you for being here. If you were here, I would give you a big hug. I'd bring you in close and I'd give you a hug. I tell people this is a tiny podcast with a big heart. I don't have an intro, so I'm just going to tell you. This is the Nerd in Texas podcast. I talk about movies, TV shows, books, video games, and anything you might consider nerdy. So, today's podcast is going to be about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. My cat, you're probably going to hear her spazzing out. For some reason, she's like going nuts in my room right now. She was outside all day playing, chasing birds. But for some reason, she's in my room running in circles, screaming at me, and I don't know what she wants. Anyway, so this podcast is going to be about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So I know I am late when it comes to this podcast. I normally release a podcast Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but Friday I had to go to the ER. I was diagnosed with Bell's palsy. I'm going to try really hard not to get emotional when I talk about this because for some reason I am. I don't know why. It really stinks. And sorry if you just heard me tear up that paper. In case if you don't know what Bell's palsy is a condition that causes temporary weakness or paralysis of the muscles in the face. It can occur when the nerve that controls their facial muscles becomes inflamed, swollen, or compressed. The condition causes one side of your face to droop or become stiff. The only way I can explain it is the right side of my mouth feels like I just went to the dentist and they numbed up the whole right side of my face. So if you hear me with like tissues or like if I'm sniffling, it's because I can't feel it. Like my nose, I can't feel that nostril when it's like running. If I'm slobbering, I can't feel it. So I kind of have to like take a minute and, because I can't feel this side of my face and it really sucks. My ear hurts, my jaw hurts, the right side of my tongue is numb and things taste funny. My right eye won't blink, so I have to wear a patch. This is the hard part. This is the emotional part. This is where I start getting in my head and I start thinking and I start getting upset. Because I know there's like worse things to be diagnosed to be upset about. Maybe it's just because I'm just being emotional about this whole situation. I don't know, but, I've never liked my smile before, and recently, I didn't start liking my smile because, my teeth moved, and I have a gap, and I don't have dental insurance to fix it. The invisible liners are expensive, and now when I smile, I look like an ogre, because only one half of, no, I take that back. I don't look like an ogre. I look like Two-Faced from Batman. One side of my face smiles, one side of my face doesn't move. It's like I got Botox on one side of my face. I have no idea what caused it. The research that I have found is that it is normal after you fight a viral infection, but I haven't had to fight a viral infection. I haven't been sick. And of course, when I do get sick, it's something like this. It's something where like half of my face is paralyzed. It's embarrassing. Like when I blink my eye doesn't blink, but when I do, it just twitches. It doesn't close. The eye patch that the doctor's office gave me was like huge and looks like Madonna's bra. And it hurt real bad to have it on my face, so I tried making my own. Didn't work out very well, but I still use it. I'm not gonna lie, I've been crying like on and off for the past 2 days. And I'm trying really hard not to be that girl. And I looked up Bell's palsy on TikTok, and there's just girls crying like, I have Bell's palsy, and like, it's the thing with Bell's palsy is it's temporary, but you don't know when you'll be back to normal. Like, it could take weeks, it could take months, some people said a year. I think it really depends on how you take care of yourself, so I'm really going to have to take care of myself for the next couple of months. And that's what's going to help me get my face back to normal. I've been posting funny videos about it on TikTok. So if you want to check out my TikTok, it's Nerd in Texas. So check that out. Watch some of my TikTok videos. Yeah, I mean, I'm being funny about it, but deep down inside, my heart is like crushed. Alright, so, the hard part about doing this is, like I said, it's hard to talk. I kind of slobber a little bit. So if I'm taking breaks or if I'm slow at getting what I'm trying to talk about, I'm sorry. Just be patient with me. I'm trying not to, like, make slobber noises or anything like that in the mic so it's not in your ears. So, here we go. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You know I love my IMDb, so according to IMDb, it's following the events of Avengers Endgame. Sam Wilson / Falcon and Bucky Barnes, who is the Winter Soldier, team up in a global adventure that tests their abilities and their patience. So that's what IMDb says, and it's only like 2 sentences. Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon, is played the actor Anthony Mackie. Bucky Barnes is the Winter Soldier, and he's played by Sebastian Stan. And it starts off with Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon, getting ready, and has a moment where he's like got Captain America's shield, and he's just like watching it, or he's just like holding it and about to put it in its case its carrying case. When he when he has a flashback and he's thinking about Captain America when he handed down the shield to him, and Captain America was like, "How's it feel?" And he was like, "It feels like it belongs to someone else," and turns down being the new Captain America. Which I get it. He also shows the Falcon, or the show also shows the Falcon in action doing a mission protecting a head honcho military guy who's kidnapped by bad guys. Ugh, I am so sorry. When another soldier tells him about a small rebellion group and calls them the Flag Smashers. So during the blip, people liked it. People liked that there was no government, that there was no borders. And when everyone came back, it was back to governments. And see, told you she's yelling at me. Back to governments and, back to borders. So the Flag Smashers are this, like, secret online group, and everyone in the group wears a mask. That is her spazzing out in my room, even though she was outside all day. They're a secret group, and everyone in the group wears masks. In the comics, the Flag Smasher was one person, but here they're going for, a group angle in the show. I don't even know what to do with this cat. It shows Sam Wilson. Hold on, I'm going to have to stop this really quick. Okay, so it shows Sam Wilson giving up the shield to the Smithsonian. And Sam Wilson has this speech to Captain America / Steve Rogers. I mean, they call him Steve Rogers through the whole show. And throughout the episode, they keep saying, he's gone. So is Steve Rogers really gone? How gone is he gone? Like, did he die of old age? Gone? Go to the grocery store? Gone? Go to the corner store to grab a scratch-off lottery ticket? Gone? Or is he, like, gone? Like I said, old age and died, gone. Then you see this government official tell Sam Wilson, like, hey, You did the right thing. You made the right choice. And for the rest of the episode, you see Sam Wilson kind of struggling to find himself and just kind of just like struggling with who he is. And you see him with his family and with his sister and his nephews, and he's trying to help his sister with the family business and keeping it going, but it's really hard, like during the blip, and with everything after the blip, it's even harder. And he just doesn't want his sister to sell the family business. So he's trying to help her keep it afloat. Now for Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, it starts with him in therapy, dealing with what he did as a brainwashed soldier for Hydra. He has nightmares about what he did. The therapist says, you could be pardoned. You can get back to being the Winter Soldier, but like as a good guy. And you can start going back and doing these things as long as the therapist clears him to do so. And he's not being totally honest with the therapist. He's not opening up. He's not talking to her. Him and the therapist talk about how they came up with a list of amends and rules for him to handle these amends that are pretty much bothering him. Like, it shows him taking down a political leader who Hydra helped get her in a political spot. And he says, like, she's still taking advantage of the power I gave her. And he helps, take her down as a corrupt political person. I can't remember what she was. So he feels guilt for what he did to a specific person. And he has nightmares about that specific person. He has nightmares about someone that he killed. And you come to find out that the one person he wants to make amends with is the kid that, is someone that he's having nightmares about. It shows him getting to know a man and having lunch and dinner with this guy and having a father-like-son relationship with this guy, with this man. This man kind of gets him a date with this girl at a Chinese place. Or she owns or worked at a Chinese restaurant. And he sets up a date for them. Well, in the date, she starts talking about that guy and how he lost his son and how he's had a hard time with it. And so he kind of runs out on this date because he knows he's the one who killed that guy's son. And so he almost has the muster, the courage to go up and tell him, but he doesn't. Sorry, I didn't mean to breathe on that. The father says, the police told him that his kid was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And he said, it didn't sit well with me. It's just something about him didn't feel right. And he just wants to know what happened. And like I said, he almost gets the courage to tell him, but he doesn't. And at the end of the episode, Sam Wilson, he also okay, hold on, let me backtrack. He also kind of takes off. He gives this man money, and I have a feeling he takes off. He's not going to come back, and he's not going to come back and see this man or that girl that he went on a date with. And then at the end of the episode for Sam, he's with his sister. They're trying to save the family business. Sam Wilson gets a call about the flag smashers and some of the things that they did. When the Sam's sister comes in and turns on the news and is like, hey, you got to watch the news. And it's breaking news. Da, 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 da. That's my best newscaster sound that I could come up with. But anyway, so the government official that told Sam, aka the Falcon, that he made the right choice to hand over the shield is making a statement and is talking about how America needs a new symbol, and he introduces the new Captain America with Cap's shield. He is a backstabbing, mean girls government official, and he needs to be called out for his backstabbing. And, out walks this new dude who's supposed to be Captain America, and he looks like such a weasel. He looks like such a dork. Doesn't look like Captain America. That is not my Captain America. That is not Captain America's ass. Excuse me. If you've seen the movie, you understand. But, So tell me, how do you feel about the new Cap? Oh, but yeah, so a Captain America walks out, this is the new Captain America, and it's this weasel-looking dude. And then the episode ends. And you're like, what? Who is this guy? Ugh. But tell me how you feel about the new Cap. Do you think Captain America's dead? Do you think Steven Rogers is dead? Will Bucky ever tell that guy that he killed his son? I had so many other questions, I just forgot them because with everything that's going on, it don't feel good. And I forgot to take notes, and it kind of sucks. And I just really don't, I don't feel good, and it kind of sucks the life out of you. But if you like my podcast, you can leave me a tip in my virtual tip jar. I'm sorry that this episode is kind of short. Like I said, with everything going on, it's kind of hard to talk. I'm like trying not to drool on myself as I talk. And I don't feel good, so I'll have the link for my Willow link in the description, and then it's got links to all of my social medias, even to my Ko-fi page where you can leave a tip in my tip jar. I will now be posting my podcast notes as a blog on my website, so you guys can check that out if you want to. This is me signing off. I'm probably going to go to bed. It's 9 o'clock. That's like the earliest I've ever gone to bed. This is the latest I've ever got a podcast out. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and dealing with me with this whole Bell's palsy thing and just dealing with me and putting up with me right now. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. Y'all have a great Sunday. Tomorrow's Sunday, so have a great Sunday. Bye.